Hello, African Confessions. I am back with another episode. There is a message that I want to share with you guys, and the message reads like this. Can you please post for me as hidden identity? I am a 35-year-old girl. I came here with my story and I am looking for help. My story is that I've never been married all my life. I am living a very good life, but the challenge is that I am a woman who is married to something that cannot be seen in this natural world. I am married in the spiritual world. I am married to a marine spirit. This whole thing of me being married into the spiritual realm, married to a marine spirit, it happened when I was still a young girl. Everywhere where I go to seek help, either from prophets, I was told that I am a bride to the marine world and I am married already. I cannot be married in this natural world. So I didn't know what it meant to them, but I still remember that when I was still a young girl, there were nights whereby I would have a dream. Most of the times I'll be into the spiritual realm and I'll be getting married to a marine spirit. He was quite a handsome man, but I thought that they were just dreams. When I had matured and when I saw that I couldn't get into relationships with other boys, either from school and when I was in university, I struggled a lot. It was as if I didn't exist. Even if we would go to parties, boys will just ignore me. When I saw everything that was happening in my life, I tried looking for spiritual help so that I can get married, because all of the girls that I went to university with, they all got married, but nothing helped, nothing changed. At night, when I am sleeping, sometimes I can hear a song being sang or being played, then I go outside. Sometimes I start to follow the sound of the traditional drums, then that sound will just lead me into the river. When I go there, sometimes I go underneath the water till I reach my destination. When I am underneath the water, I find a lot of people there dancing and feasting on food only. So I have a man who takes me there. I mean, like in the spiritual realm, this guy, he is a white man. Whenever I speak with him, he always tells me stories, and from the stories that he tells me, it is like this guy has been in existence for the past 400 years or so, because he has told me everything that has happened in our family for the past 400 or 500 years. He is a white guy. He has long hair and blue eyes. He always take me down underneath the river, and underneath the river, that is where his house is, and he always sleeps with me. This man shows me so much love, but he is a jealousy guy. But still, I don't understand, because whenever me and him, we are in his bed, he sleeps with me, even though his lower half is like that of a fish. But we manage to have sexual intercourse, and when he is with me, it is like he changes into a normal human being. But from his appearance, whenever I look at him, I can see that his lower half is like that of a fish. Every time when I hear the sound of the song, I automatically know that today I am going to be traveling into the marine world. I put on my clothes, then I go. Sometimes it happens automatically when I am just sitting either at work or in my house. I can just hear the sound of the drums. Then I will know that I have to put on my spiritual clothes and I have to go into the marine world. I don't buy clothes from this world. Even some of the foodstuffs that I eat are given unto me. Sometimes I can just drive my car. I can be directed by the sound of the drum to any river or to any natural water body. And when I arrive at that river or any natural water body like a spring, I can just find that there will be groceries there. Then I just load all of those groceries into my car. Then I go back with all of those groceries back to my house. It is like I don't even need a man in this natural realm, because everything that I can ever ask for, this guy, he can give me whatever that I want. The only rule that I have to follow is that I don't have to eat any animal that can be found in the water, things like fish or anything that lives primarily in the water. I am not allowed to eat that kind of an animal. Like I told you before, my problems started when I was still in university. I noticed that whenever we would go out partying with other girls, there was no man who would ever approach me. I thought that it was just a teenage phase that was going to pass. But even when I went for my attachments, a lot of girls that I went with on our attachments, they will get proposed either by the managers or other guys that were working at the company where we went for our attachments. But as for me, there was no one who even dared to approach me. So at that time, I was just minding my own business. Since I had my own husband in the spiritual realm, it didn't even matter at that time, because whenever I would feel sad, I would feel his presence beside me. If I was in need of money, sometimes I would just wake up. On the pillow next to me, I would find out that there will be a bunch of money. That is the money that took me throughout my university. That is the money that I would use to pay for my students' accommodation, food, partying, and everything. So at that time, there was no need for me to think about getting married. But now, and when I think about the other girls, I mean like the women that I went to university with, most of them, they have 2, 3, even 4 kids. Most of them are married, some are divorced. But here I am now 35 years, and in December I'll be turning 36, not married. I've never had a child before. Yes, I have had relationships before, but whenever I try to get into bed with a man, his manhood will not work. I have tried this. Sometimes I have tried it when I am drunk. Sometimes I have tried it when I am sober. But I have noticed that pattern. Whenever I get into bed with a man in this physical realm, when that man tries to touch me, no matter how much we try to romance each other, his manhood won't work. We even tried to force things, but it won't even get inside me, because the man's manhood will keep getting smaller and smaller, so small that it will hurt when he will be trying to push his manhood into me. That is why I stopped dating in this physical realm. I don't get approached by men at all, not even a single one. But I also don't like men. In the past, I used to have feelings towards men, but now I don't have any feeling towards any man. I just don't like men at all. Whenever I look either at a handsome man or someone that I can find attractive, I'll just feel disgusted by them. Can you please post my own story? Is there any other person who is going through these things that I am going through? I think that age is no longer on my side. I want to settle down, but it is really troubling me the way that I feel disgusted whenever I look at a man. Please help me. Dear listeners, right there was a message from Anonymous. Anonymous was given my WhatsApp number. Then after speaking to her, she also gave me a story. Strange things do happen. Please let us talk about this issue in the comment section. I'll be back with another episode.